Hello, welcome to Once Upon a Week. That was a really enthusiastic hello. My name's Chris. I co-host a podcast with my friend and guy I write with called Dan, where fortnightly we talk about TV. On that podcast, Dan has often berated me and had a go because I don't watch Once Upon a Time. Big fan of Lost, big fan of romantic plots and all that kind of stuff. So he thinks it's the perfect show for me and I should be watching. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a vlog where I watch it once a week and then I'll give you my thoughts afterwards. I'll check out some theories about what I think's going on. Obviously you guys that have already seen it will know whether I'm right or wrong. That could hopefully be entertaining, which is the dream. And I'm going to say about whether I'm enjoying it and stuff. Hopefully, my hope is that you see me sort of fall in love with the show a little bit. Because otherwise you're just going to be watching me get more and more resentful of the fact that I'm watching a show every week. I'm not enjoying it, but I'm sure I will enjoy. I don't know much about the show, genuinely, only what they've said in the past, and a lot of that I can't remember. They being Dan and a few other people that have recommended it. No, is it set in Storybrooke? Or it's something to do with the word Storybrooke, and it brings in characters from like childhood things like Captain Hook and stuff like that. But that's sort of all I know. So I'm looking forward to finding out more. So I'm gonna go watch the episode. Gonna come back. Gonna give you my thoughts. That's how this is gonna work weekly. You excited? Well, probably not. That's fine. So, first and foremost, if you're building a sort of tree wardrobe thing that's potentially going to save someone in an emergency, don't build it at the end of a corridor. That just seems silly to me. I know they knew that, they didn't know she was going to go into labour, but still, build it closer. Or when she was going into labour, move the bed to the treehouse or something. I don't know. That seems needless. But that's not my overriding thought. I thought that was very good. That was good. It wasn't the Lost pilot. I know it's got a lot of the same creative guys. I wasn't expecting it to be the Lost pilot. But I sort of want to do this weekly so that it's kind of honest and it isn't, me filming 3 episodes at a time. And if there's a big mystery, I have to wait the week to see it resolved and stuff. If there's a big cliffhanger, but there is no sort of burning. Not right away, at least. There's no sort of burning. I've got to go back next week and watch the rest. But it was very good. It's weird when it first starts. And like Snow White's and then the dwarfs and stuff, you think, oh god, I'm literally watching a fairy tale. Do I want to watch a fairy tale? And then for some reason, and I can't explain why, when the Queen came in and was like, sorry, I'm a little late. It was kind of like, oh hey, I don't know why. It was because it was still fairy tale, but that for me is when it kind of went, oh okay, cool, yeah, no, this was pretty exciting. Although it did when Prince Charming went, hey, and threw a sword at her. It was again a bit like it brought you back down to like, okay, fine. But then it goes into the modern world and stuff, and it's good. It's weird because I guess I shouldn't have made the promise that I would come up with theories and stuff because it's making me overthink to the point that I'm missing the obvious stuff. Like I just after watching it, kind of went to set up the video and stuff. And literally out loud went, oh, Granny's, and she had a red hood, it's Red Riding Hood. Like I didn't get that right away. So considering I didn't get that, I'm not sure how good I'm going to be at theorising. But they've made it really clever because I'm watching it, and maybe I'm bad with faces or something, but I'm watching it going, the mum is the adoptive mum is the evil queen, isn't she? And the teacher, is she Snow White, but she's got short hair? Like I say, maybe I'm just bad with faces, but I think actually they've done a really good job of not making the reveals of the fairy tale people in the modern world too obvious. Like I think I'm pretty sure that is the teacher Snow White and the mum is the evil queen, right? But they didn't. It's not like when they saw the teacher, she kind of turned around and there was this big sort of. It's Snow White. It's just here's a character, and I like the fact that you're having to put that together yourself. The exact opposite of the first episode of Gotham, where we talk about it on the podcast, where it's stop riddling, Riddler. This was much better than that. I quite like that, and showing you Jiminy Cricket in the past, in the modern, in our world, and then showing him in their world. was pretty good as well. That was they're doing some nice things with that. I'm already enjoying that, and I'm enjoying the mysteries of finding out, you know, where Henry fits in. I want to know how Henry ended up in Storybrooke. Maybe the evil queen go out and find him. I don't know. I will find out. I don't know. I don't want anyone to tell me in the comments or anything like that. I'm just thinking out loud. But yeah, no. So first thoughts, really like the way they're going between the worlds, and I think that maybe that's gonna, hopefully that's gonna even more increase. Enjoyed it. Yeah, and I think if it was, you know, if it was airing live, if I wasn't catching up, I would tune in next week. I'm not hooked right away. But maybe I'm not supposed to be, and I am suffering. I'm suffering slightly from not knowing the fairy tales that well. Like Rumpelstiltskin. I can't even say it because I'm an idiot and can't speak half the time. But Rumpel, is he a bad guy in the things? I don't know. I thought he was meant to be a good guy, but I guess that's because he's got a fun name, Rumpelstiltskin. I thought maybe he was a good guy, but are they subverting that? Do you know what I mean? Like. One of the things I do know that people have said about this show is it does a really good job of subverting the fairy tales. If you don't know the fairy tales, do you get that? At the moment, I'm not. I don't know the fairy tale of Rumpelstiltskin. Dan's probably thinking right now, how can you not know? But I don't. But I do know Little Red Riding Hood. And when she put on the Red Riding Hood, I was like, ah. Everyone else probably got that when the sign said grannies. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next week. No real major theories yet. No real sort of deep, passionate thoughts about it. But hopefully that will grow. Two very quick admin things. I don't have gold highlights in my hair. It's winter in England, so I turned on a light and it's sort of reflecting on my hair. And I didn't shave today because I thought it would make me look rugged, and it hasn't. Which I'm gutted about because I watched the first video back to check the angles and stuff. So I noticed those two things and wanted to clear them up. So yeah, there you go. That's this week's Once Upon a Week. Subscribe by hitting below. Nothingbutstatic.co.uk if you want to check out the podcast. And if you go on our YouTube profiles, you can see the rest of our video links. At Nothing But Static without the G is the Twitter handle. Nothing But Static on Facebook. So yeah, I'm Chris Billingham, and I will see you once a week.